poppin' in. Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers.
The kickoff for the Chargers.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Just take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Desmond King.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Carr. His throw is going to be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield. far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is this happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 8. 1st down, L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And this one complete to Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is complete. It's Allen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown, LA.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
His kick.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
The score, Chargers 7, Raiders 0.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Counter play with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Carr. Trying to get it to Rose, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Number 13, Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On the draw, Richard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Raiders nothing.
To the 34, good enough for the first.
That's good.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the gun, Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
27-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Carr now on 1st down. He finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 27 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It 13-7.
Makes the score Chargers 13, Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Charger ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
On the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He completes it to Henry. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 81 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Herbert. And Reed with it over the middle. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Carr. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he'll be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
2nd and 10. Now Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. First down and more for Allen. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
For the extra point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 27, Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got it to Williams. And And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Chargers first down.
They'll run here with Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To throw on second down. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Still 9 remaining on second down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once more, here's Eckler. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
For a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Michael Badgley.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead, and that's what he did.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
9-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. My goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Davis. And his guy 49-yard line.
At their own 46.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
2nd and 10.
It's Eckler again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
27-yard line.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Down man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
11 at the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, You're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around in defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Prince Amukamara.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the